Happy Hump Day, everybody, and welcome to this edition of Time Out Overtime. This, the one and only Time Out Overtime YouTube channel. I'm Rick Arsenal. You know the drill. If you haven't done so yet, get down there in the corner. Please get down there in the corner, smash that like and subscribe button. You tell your friends. You get out there and beat the bushes, and doggone it, you tell your friends. The next subscriber to my podcast will be the winner. And if you're already a subscriber, you can tell them just what it is you're going to win. Okay? All right. Thank you. I told you before, I don't particularly like the use of the word subscribe. Pardon me. I think it scares too many people off. The word subscribe. I wish I could substitute a different name for that. The advantage of subscribing is you get notified when I do this live, like right now. Otherwise, you can watch it at your own leisure. Okay? That's just the way it is. And I can't thank you enough, all of you, for watching and listening. We haven't been doing it that long, roughly what? Maybe a little more than 2 years now. And we've got well over 300 subscribers. For a small area like this, I think it's pretty darn good. With some great sponsors, too. So where to begin? Where do we start here? As you saw in the headlines, the Detroit Lions have a new president. We'll get to that momentarily. Tigers won again last night. So for the fifth straight game, they've now scored more than 8 or more runs now in the last 5 games. They didn't win all those games. They lost last Wednesday, 10-9. Okay. Since June the 1st, pardon me. Allergies are really peaking right now. Since June the 1st, they've hit more home runs than anybody. They hit 3 more last night. 83 in total since June the 1st. That's more than any other major league team. What about the pitching, though? Get the Tigers. Let's put them aside for just a second. A word on the Red Wings, okay? Red Wings have hired a search firm, an anonymous, we don't know who they are, an anonymous search firm. All we know is to find a new general manager. They don't appear to be in any hurry to do so, do they? If for the first time in more than 3 decades, they will not be having training camp in Traverse City. Training camp will be the 17th of September through the 20th of September at Little Caesars Arena. Yeah, the training camp will be at Little Caesars Arena, September 17th through the 20th. The first regular season game is, I think that's on a Friday night, October the 2nd, at home against the Rangers. Training camp with hockey. Look, hockey will be here before you know it. And they don't have a general manager yet. What do you think Dylan Larkin is thinking right now? You know the story behind that. He requested a trade, but he's got a no trade clause. So he had a list of 3 or 4 teams. I'm still wondering who leaked it. I think more than likely, I think it was his agent. Friedman, is it Max Friedman of the NHL Network, the hockey version of Adam Schefter, says this is still a very coveted job. Not with the situation the way it is now. Do you really think so? What man in his right mind would want to step into a situation like this? You got a bad team that hasn't made the playoffs in 9 or 10 years now. You've got your best player demanding a trade to just one of just a handful of teams. What respectable hockey executive, folks? What respectable hockey executive would want to step into a situation like this? I'm sorry, Max. To me, this doesn't look like a very competent job to me. Steve Yzerman was still working as an advisor to Chris Ilitch, I guess. What's he telling him? What is Dylan Larkin thinking? To me, this is all one big nauseating mess. Yet they have the nerve to tell us that this past Monday morning, single season tickets went on sale. Get your tickets to Red Wing games, folks. Yeah, right. Whole thing makes me sick, really sick to my stomach. Nauseating. Okay. Lions have a new president. Tigers will try to make it 5-0 tonight. It's another late game, 9:40 in Seattle. Commercials out of the way here first. Finish Line Family Restaurant on Carlton Road in Hillsdale. I have no script. So what I'm telling you is a testimonial from my own experience. It's just the best doggone sit-down restaurant in our area here. Okay, nobody does it better. On Carlton Road in Hillsdale here. The best. They're the best sit-down restaurant in our area for good reason. For all the right reasons. They've been serving our community proudly now for more than 40 years, 4 decades. For a restaurant to be in business that long, you got to be doing something right. And these guys do, okay? Where do I want to start? The hours of operation, 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. daily. Now through Labor Day, which comes late this year, it's September 7th. Now through Labor Day, they will be open both Thursday and Friday night until 8 o'clock. All you can ish. All you can ish. What is all you can ish? That sounds Jewish. All you can eat fish, not Kaddish. All you can eat fish every Friday night. Classic car drive-in theme. I'm sorry. Pull it together here, kid. Pull it together. Classic car drive-in theme every Thursday night. Award-winning breakfast served all day. Great family atmosphere, fast, friendly service, very reasonably priced, a lot of great new menu items. I've had a ball. Like I said, nobody does breakfast any better than the Finish Line does, okay? And that's why, especially on the weekends, you have, if you're going to go in there, there's probably a bit of a wait. But believe me, folks, it's well worth the wait, okay? Like I said, reasonably priced, and I can promise you all out there, when you fuel up for food at the Finish Line, you'll always finish first. And you go up, pay your bill, you head out that door to your car. You're going to have a big smile on your face. For good reason. Okay, so I better see you all there. Okay, all right. We're also brought to you in part by Barrett Insurance in Jonesville. Seniors, have you got your playbook ready for Medicare? Don't let healthcare costs bench you. So we're calling an audible with Joe Rudin at Barrett Insurance to help you navigate Medicare and health insurance. So whether you're aging into Medicare or you're in a special enrollment period or you're just losing other coverage, Joe's got the stats and the know-how to help you score the best coverage for your needs. Plus, you get a game plan for retirement healthcare costs. Now, what about businesses? Businesses, don't get sacked. Joe's got group health coverage options for you as well. Okay? Give Joe a call, 517-849-1000, or check him out at www.barrettins.com. That's all one word, 2 R's and 2 T's, barrettins.com. You'll find him on the corner of US 12 and M99 in downtown Jonesville. That's Joe Rudin Insurance, protecting your dreams. 517-849-1000. One more time, barrettins.com. Barrett Insurance, protecting your dreams. Speaking of insurance, I see on the news that the Senate Finance Committee is debating Social Security because 6 years from now, everybody's going to take a cut. Okay, 2032, I believe they said, unless they do something about it, and it doesn't look good. If you're on Social Security right now, to see them haggling and arguing over this, it's all political. I'm not going to get into politics on this. We're here to do sports, but it's sad, really. I don't think they'll get anything done, but at least they're talking about it anyway. Of course, a quality PC, pardon me, in downtown Hillsdale, 37 Walter Street, 517-610-5372 for all your tech service needs. Again, nobody does it better than these guys. Tim Blidley and his staff at Quality PC, folks, more than capable and qualified to resolve any issue or dilemma you have concerning tech services. Anything at all, computers, new or used, flat screen TV money programming setup. Perhaps you're changing internet providers, you need that installed. Printers, new or used, anything at all. Please just get in there and see them, okay? And tell them Rick and Miggy sent you. Again, 517-610-5372. 37 Walton Street in downtown Hillsdale, Quality PC. Tigers won 8-0 last night. Troy Melton was very good. He's become the new ace of this team. He looks like he could. I don't think he's going to have enough innings to qualify for Cy Young this year, but if he did, he'd certainly get some votes. This guy is good, and you can see why the Tigers were reluctant to part with him last year at the trade deadline. 3 more home runs last night, as I said. They've got the second best record in baseball since June the 1st. They are 55-58 right now. They've got 5 games. They won the first 4 games on this West Coast swing. They've got 2 more games left tonight, tomorrow in Seattle before they head on to 3 this weekend in San Francisco. If they, like, they're 55-58 right now. If they can just win 3 of these next 5, that means they'd go home at 58-60. And for their most important homestand of the year next week, 3 with the Guardians and 3 with the White Sox. Troy Melton, I think his next scheduled start would be Sunday, but the word is they might hold him back and let him start next Tuesday night against Cleveland. Jackson Jobe is apparently going to be starting in San Francisco on Saturday. If that's the case, I'll remind you right now, Saturday's game you can watch for free on Fox at 7 o'clock Saturday night. With that record, like I said, they're 3 games under now, and June 1st they were 16 under. So that means since June the 1st, they've been 13 games over 500. Only the Red Sox, and they're just going nuts, crazy. Only Boston has a better record. So as they sit right now, they're 4.5 games out. You look at the American League. White Sox are in first. Guardians are 3 back. Twins are 4 back. The Tigers are 4.5 back. Somebody asked me today, can they win the division? Talk to me after next week, okay? We'll find out. They couldn't have a more ideal situation. Who's going to start though? Well, Drew Anderson is starting tonight. I think they'll be lucky to get 5 innings out of him. Framber Valdez tomorrow afternoon. Late tomorrow afternoon. It's a 4:10 start. I don't know about this weekend. I think maybe Ty Madden Friday night, Jackson Jobe on Sunday, and maybe a bullpen game. Jackson Jobe, I'm sorry, on Saturday, and maybe a bullpen game on Sunday. I don't know. when you trade your two best starters like that. And again, I'm not blaming Chris Harris. He said in the Zoom call that he did Monday night, when this whole thing started, they made an offer. They made a lucrative long-term offer to Derek Skubal, and his agent Scott Boras said nothing doing. He wouldn't even listen. My client is going to hit the open market. He's going to go out to the highest bidder. I don't know if it was the same with Casey Mize or not. And again, Casey Mize wouldn't surprise me to see the Tigers bring him back next year, provided there is a next year. They say opening day next year for March 25th at Comerica Park against the White Sox will be the earliest opening day in history. Well, I can promise you right now, regardless of what the weather is, there ain't going to be any baseball next year on March 25th or any time close to that at Comerica Park or whatever it's called next year. That's another thing. Because of the pending lockout, because of the imminent pending lockout, teams will have between November the 1st and 12:01 a.m. on December the 1st, 30 days. 30 days to transact any trades or sign any free agents. If nothing is done by December the 1st, there's a lockout. Nobody does anything. Nothing. No trades, no signees. Players can have no correspondence whatsoever with coaches or trainers. They cannot work out at team facilities. It's a genuine lockout. It does not affect players in the minor league system. So if you want to see baseball, at least until next July, you're going to have to go down to Fifth Third Field in Toledo to watch minor league baseball. But anyway, another night game tonight. We'll see. I think for them, the best case scenario would be, try to go 3-5. 3-2 in the next 5 games. You come home 58-60. Cleveland, the Guardians very uncharacteristically made several moves at the deadline. Very uncharacteristic of the Guardians organization. And in doing so, to make room for the guys they just traded for, they had to send several veterans back down to AAA Columbus. The third baseman, they lost last night to the Mets, by the way, 5-2. Their third baseman, Gabriel Arias, was playing instead of Jose Ramirez, because Ramirez has a sore hand. That's the same hand that he had the handmade operation on. Now he's complaining it's sore. They're trying to tell us this is a normal reaction to surgery like that. I don't know. I mean, he just didn't have much time to recover. He didn't go out on any rehab. He comes back. He looks like a shell of himself. And now he says his hand is sore. That doesn't sound good to me. Again, but the guy taking his place last night, Gabriel Arias, was solidly booed. He committed an error. In the third inning, which led to 300 runs. Struck out a couple of times, and he was heavily booed by the fans at Progressive Field last night. And they seldom ever boo anybody on the home team in Cleveland, but he was solidly booed last night. What happens? The next day, he's been designated for assignment. Gabriel Arias of the Cleveland Guardians. Can the Tigers win the division? Can they make the playoffs? I don't know. I don't think so. My gut feeling is no. We'll have a better idea after the homestand next week, okay? They've got 4 homestands this month. 3 against Cleveland, 3 against the White Sox, 3 against Tampa Bay, and 3 against the Dodgers. Well, Scoob will be booed if he pitches one of those games at the end of this month at Comerica. I think he will be. This guy, I have more to say about him later on. Lastly, the Lions named the new president today. No, nothing to report on Jahmyr Gibbs. He's still holding in. Okay. I wish I had something to report to you, but I don't. The first preseason game is a week from tomorrow in Cincinnati. No. Something on anyway. Richard Haddad, 44-year-old Richard Haddad, is the new team president and CEO. He replaces outgoing Rod Wood, who announced his retirement early in the year. Haddad officially transitions into the new role after Labor Day. Okay, a little bit of background on Richard Haddad. His previous role, he was the CEO for the Pistons Sports and Entertainment. He brings a great resume with it. Great resume. Spent 14 years working with the Pistons business operations. That's good. Glad to hear that. Predecessor, Rod Wood served as a team president and CEO for the last 11 seasons. I still think the only reason Wood got the job was because he was a good friend of the Ford family. He doesn't know anything about football. As I said, he begins his new duties with the Lions shortly next month after Labor Day. Rod Wood's tenure, accomplishments with the team. I don't know. Rod Wood, like I said, he was a good friend of the Ford family. I think that's why he got the job as president. But he's anytime. I mean, he was General Manager Brad Holmes around like a little lost puppy dog. Anywhere Brad goes, you see Rod Wood. He's in the war room drafting, and he's there right next to in between Dan Campbell and Brad Holmes in the war room, and the Lions announcing their draft picks. He's hugging everybody and clapping hands. And if you see Brad Holmes at a game up in the booth, they're sitting next to him. Up there is Rod Wood, team president. I think the Lions have had success in recent years, in spite of Rod Wood being president. You know, I just think Richard Haddad will do a better job, and I think it was a good hire by Sheila Ford Hemp, and we look forward to. I don't think he's done any interviews yet, but we look forward to seeing him on the new job shortly after Labor Day. One more thing before we get out of here. Fox has already announced their broadcast teams for the first week of NFL action, Sunday, September the 13th. We already know what broadcast teams are doing what games. Okay? Who do you suppose will be doing the Saints and Lions game at Ford Field? Take a guess. None other, you guessed it, none other than Kenny Albert and good old Jonathan Vilma. Jonathan Vilma talking about Deion Branch and Jamar Gibbs and all those guys. Okay. They're not wasting any time, are they? First week, we get Jonathan Vilma and Kenny Albert, whose dad was Marv Albert, but you probably knew that. All right. That's going to do it. We're probably going to, I guarantee you, pretty much every Lion game on Fox, we're going to have Kenny Albert and Jonathan Vilma. That's going to do it. I'll talk to you all again on Friday. Don't forget the Time Out Show every Saturday morning here locally from 9 to 10 on WCSR 92.1 FM with Andy and Jed. And as I said, I will talk to you all again on Friday. So again, thank you so much for watching and listening. Remember to please tell your friends we need more subscribers. Please, thank you. Remember to please treat each other with respect. And so I'll simply say then until Friday, again, thanks so much for watching and listening. Have yourselves a great rest of your evening. So long, everybody. Have a good night. Bye-bye.